So you want to know how I built my staircase in my current Palworld base. That's what this video is going to show you. Now, mind you, it's going to require some elbow grease. It's going to require some determination. But I've done it, so I know you can do it too. And without further ado, let me show you the base a little bit. As you can see, we have destroyed the staircase second half right here. That's going to connect the top half to the bottom half. And that's what most people have been asking about. This base itself is still tall. We're going to expand even further into height. Move all those buildings right here into the actual main base, and this allows us to maintain a good open space for the bottom half with all the iron that's respawning right now, as well as all the other stuff on the right that we might still want to facilitate. But yes, connecting this top half on this bottom half, or what is my favorite spot to place or to have a base in Palworld, has got a lot of people confused. So, like I said, elbow grease at the ready, because it's going to require some effort. Let me actually dismount right here. And then, of course, summon our pal back. And we want to start at the bottom. These foundational pieces are fundamentally important because they will build the first half of the structure. And I say first half because the secret is that this is actually two different buildings made to look like they're together. I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people have so much trouble with it. Now, a lot of important order in the way you build has to do with actually your success rate. Because if you build the staircases first, you can't put the side panels down. So let me actually throw big boy over here to the side. Get out of here. Get out of here. Because if you build the walls first, right, as you would expect, and then you build your staircase, nothing fancy yet, you can't build the diagonal pieces. So that kind of looks ugly. But if you build the walls first and then build the staircase, it suddenly does work. It's a little finicky like that. So let's build the walls first and build from the ground up as much as we can so that we have a foundational structure to work with. Let's see, another diagonal piece right here would do wonders, as well as a little bit of a roof. And then we go right here. Now you can only build so far away from a foundational piece. So make sure that you can get as close as possible and maximize your foundational pieces on the ground, which allows you to build as far as possible. I think it's like 3 or 4 blocks before it starts to give you grief about having not enough support. So keep in mind, keep an open mind to that. So it's one of the reasons we had to split this building up. Because if I just build straight forward here and I didn't use additional foundational pieces, it would just say no support. So far we have made a very basic staircase. Now, we could try to do this and then build, but as you can see, not enough support. It doesn't work. Now, we could do a shorter version, and then we just clip it, and that's fine. That also works. The pals can walk down here, as you can see. Not a problem. You could also do a slanted roof if you want to feel more, if you want to feel like it's more accessible. But we are going for the proper look, and this isn't working. So what we're going to have to do is, as you can already see on the side here, we have this pillar here. That is a raised foundational piece. A lot of people don't actually know that, but you can actually raise your foundation. As you can see, it already wants to connect, which is a really good piece. I'm actually going to remove those two because as it stands right now, it doesn't actually connect to anything. It doesn't connect to those walls because it's a foundational piece on a separate structure. It does connect to the other foundational pieces we have. So how did I line it up? And that's the problem. How did I line it up? I literally spent on my stream like a good amount of time essentially just doing this. Trying to line it up and then trying to get it pixel perfect and then clicking and then checking it out. And as you can see, I am too far to the right. We can say that on the left, right? We're too far to the right. We might even be a little too low as well. So then what did I do next? I deleted it and I tried again. Let's see. This looks like it might be too high. Let's find out. Oh, now we overcorrected to the left. But the height seems okay. Maybe a little too high. Maybe a few pixels too high. But this is literally how I did it. It is very frustrating. But if you want to build some things, yeah, this is how you have to do it sometimes in these building games in early access. You gotta get creative. You have to get pixel perfect. Let's see. All right. Now, let's say you think this is close enough. Clearly, it isn't. It's not close enough to the left. So let's try one more time. because you only have to get one right, and then you're good to go. Let's say this is... Oh, that's... Okay, let's try one more time. Maybe this will be the one, right? Maybe this is it. I can feel this is going to be a good one. I can feel it. This is going to be it. We're going to be great here. This is going to be 10 out of 10. People are going to love us. Okay, maybe not. It's a little crooked, as you can see. Now it's too diagonal. So yeah, the problem resides, if you can solve this, because you only have to do one, you're good to go, right? So let's say that this is good enough. Maybe you're fine with this, because maybe you're not as much of a perfectionist. And what you can do then is you can build all these foundational pieces connected to the original one, and then you can just build forward. You finish this entire lineup on the one that you have finished, and then as you can see, it looks like it's one connected piece. Yet these are foundational pieces, so you can actually extend your base further. So now, once you have the additional foundational pieces, you can just build your stone staircase right next to it, like that, if you wanted to. Of course, as always, you may have to consider the fact that you won't be able to actually make this look very nice, because it's a foundational piece and it doesn't understand how to build beneath the foundation, because there's no digging, no underground building, and it's not a roof piece, so it doesn't clip to it at the bottom. So you have to just accept the fact that you're going to have stone pillars right here, and if you are going to build around a cliff, you're going to have a lot of clipping issues that are yet not to be solved, sadly. You can't also flip these guys, these diagonal pieces, correctly, as you can see. So this is probably sometimes the best that you can do. But yes, once you have one of the foundational pieces ready, you can literally just extend it, because it's foundational pieces, right? And then you can build entire buildings attached to it, no problem. And it all looks like it's part of one design. That's how I did it. The trick is to build from the bottom, try to get as far as possible, and then just fake it. Fake it until you make it. As you can see right here, there's a little bit of space in between, but it doesn't bother the pals, and it doesn't bother. And if you really want to get super freaky with it, you could also just simply get something like a carpet, because as you can see, you can build over the middle. You just can build over the middle right here, and then of course the pals will help out. They will start rushing to fix the carpet. Imagine this, your fabric-based duct tape. You can hide imperfections like this, and then it looks like it's all connected. That's the trick. It's two separate buildings made to look like one. So I hope this gave you a bit of inspiration, and if nothing else, some much needed dedication to get it done, because it took me quite a few minutes. Maybe you'll be luckier, but I'm also very specific about how I think, about how I want to do things. Anyway, hope this little guide helped you go forward. Maybe you can inspire me in the future as well with a build. I'm gonna go tall. Don't go too wide. Make sure to hit the like button, and thank you so much. I'm out.